River Oak are actually funding everything up to the CPO process and completely indemnifying the council financially up to that point, then the concern comes about the ability to find the money to actually pay for the airport should the CPO be successful. And it seems to me that it isn't until you get to that point that potentially there could be any need for a bond, which would be to make up any shortfall between what the best estimate or guesstimate of what the compensation for the airport is going to be and what it might land up being. So I'd like to have some clarification as to why they're deemed to not appear to be financially able to meet the commitment.
Thank you, Chair. If I can respond to that point. Yes, the report is pretty comprehensive on that point. No doubt you've read the report. It's based on advice from council and advice from external solicitors, and it's pretty unequivocal on that point. And I can add nothing further than what's said in the report. We're not here today to remake the decision. We're here to look at the grounds for the calling, which is about the report maybe read as being loaded, as I understand it.
Thank you. And can I amplify that? If I go back to my original preamble, we're here to review the decision-making process, and to the best of my knowledge, the mention of bond within the report did not influence the decision-making process, and at one point it was mentioned that it was a movement forward from a position that we had earlier in the year. Councillor David, did you want to return?
Well, yeah, I did, Chairman, really, because, you know, I thought that the purpose of this meeting really was to investigate those areas of the report where members maybe considered that the report was a little bit one-sided, and you know, there is an alternative view as to how you go about funding the CPO and what the requirements should be, but no consideration has been given to that, and basically all we're getting is well, I'll put it in the report and that's good enough for you. I mean, what we're really here tonight to talk about is if that report is in any way incomplete, inaccurate, one-sided, or whatever, you know. And I think in that particular instance, there is certainly room for some kind of discussion about, you know, who said what to whom and when. And you know, if we're going to spend the evening every time a member raises a point, just sort of, well, yeah, and you did, I thought rather rude, you said you assumed I'd read the report. You know, in the same way that you choked off the councillor earlier on, I don't actually think that that's a reasonable way for you to talk to me. I do read the reports, and I have read this report, thank you.